Hi beautiful people, it's me, Ru, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, what we're doing today is we're going to figure out how does the person on your mind feel about you. Now, I don't know if I have done one of these videos before. Maybe I have, I just don't remember. But yeah, we're gonna tap into how does the person on your mind feel about you. So we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile 1 is this blue sticking out, pile 2 is this green sticking out, and pile 3 is this yellow sticking out. Now, whichever pile you are more drawn to, the timestamp should be in the description down below. So yeah, I will see you in your pile. Hi pile 1, if you chose this blue sticking out or number 1, this reading is for you. Now, before we get into tarot, I want to kind of see the energy between you two, and the energy you bring, and the energy that you bring and the energy that this person brings. So we're gonna do it in an A and B format. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, like, you'll get it throughout the reading. Like, it's not gonna be hard to comprehend. And if you still don't understand, I'm willing to explain it. So just ask, just comment down below and ask, and I'll explain it. But it should be very easy to read, but if it's not, I can always explain it to you. Okay, so for person A, we have Alethea, and the rabbit. And for person B, we have the Lover. That's so cute. I love this card so much. It's so pretty. And the Hummingbird. A lot of bird energy. And then for the energy between you two, we have Seasons, and number 3, Between Worlds. A lot of birds. You know, a lot of birds. Okay. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. Should I move that here and then move this here? Yeah. Okay. You can see that, right? Yeah. Just making sure. Okay. Whew. Okay. So person A is the rabbit person, and then person B is the hummingbird / lover, and person A is rabbit / Alethea. And this is the energy between you two. So I kind of want to start with person A because I don't know, I just want to start this in this side. I feel like person A is very unpredictable. I feel like person B really never knows what they're getting with person A. They just seem very unpredictable. I feel like person B never knows what they're gonna get. Person B seems like, when it comes to person A, or like the rabbit person, like the hummingbird person towards the rabbit person, it seems like it's just so like, I don't even want to say confusing. It's just kind of like they really just don't know maybe what's happening in the connection or what's happening with this person in general, but this person seems very unpredictable. And my intention for this card, like the rabbit person and the hummingbird person, is that how they show up in the connection. And I feel like the rabbit person is in this flight or fight mode, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like the rabbit person is very like ready to run away, if that makes sense. It seems like the rabbit person is still checking for person B though. Like, it's really like, this person is very interesting because it's like they're still checking for person B, but they're in this fight or flight mode of like, if something happens, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to leave. they could be a little bit pessimistic as well. If I kind of want to read this card in the book just to like see what it says, but I just heard as above so below because of the thing. So I feel like for person B, like for person A, like what they're showing you is what you're getting. I don't think they're hiding any, like, sorry, there was a cutoff, but I found the page. So this is number 77 to be I think so. Wait, let me check. Yeah, number 77, and page 264 and 265. So aletheia is truth. Or can you see it? Our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room, and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Well, if you want to read it, you can. I mean, if you want to screenshot or read it yourself, pause and read, you can. But I just kind of wanted to see like the specific words that come up. So, clarity, revelation, disclosure. It is said that the resonance of our voice changes when we speak of falsity. In the light, practicing truth is vibration. Oh, excuse me. So, I do, okay, they are in this, I do think they're in this fight or flight mode, but it's not excessive. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I do feel like they're like ready to like run away, but because they're scared. I don't think they want to. If anything, I feel like they want to speak to you. If you aren't speaking to each other, I feel like this person wants to have conversations with you, wants to talk to you, wants to bring out the truth in the conversation, but it seems like they're just scared. Like, if I'm being honest, I think this person is just scared. So they're in this like this fight or flight mode, or like this runner mode, because they're just scared. But like, you see how like the rabbit is looking at the hummingbird? It's like they're still checking for you, you know, like they're still looking for you. And like, I feel like they have a lot of things to say to you, but it's like the fear is kind of getting to them, if that makes sense. But they know they have some truth to be, like, they have some truth to say, because if it might, like, maybe they feel like it might bring clarity into the connection, or it might bring like more balance into the connection. I don't know. But I do feel like this person has, like, this rabbit person has a lot of things to say to the lover hummingbird person. Like, this person is very much, I feel like they're very much in their head as well when it comes to this connection. But I do feel like they notice you, whatever that means. Like, I don't know if you two see each other regularly, or if you two aren't talking to each other, or like in communication as much. I feel like this person, like, maybe stalks your social media, or like looks at your social media. I don't know, I feel like they see you from afar a lot. But I feel like if you two do see each other in public, I feel like this person notices you. Even if y'all don't even like communicate, I feel like this person notices you, like, whatever that means. Yeah, but I think this rabbit person is just kind of scared when it comes to this, because like, even though you don't know what you're getting with the rabbit person, like, even though, sorry, there was another cutoff, but maybe that's significant. I don't know, maybe like there's a lot of I was gonna say disruptions, but not disruptions, like maybe a lot of like, I just heard excuses, but not excuses, like, what's the interruptions? Maybe there's a lot of interruptions when it comes to this connection. Like, maybe it's very hard to communicate in somewhat. Like, maybe it's very hard for this person to communicate towards you because of the interruptions that happen between you two, or maybe they just make it like it's just hard to maybe even hold a conversation, you know? Like, I don't know, like, it just seems like maybe this person just struggles in communicating. But there's a lot of things that they want to communicate, which is very interesting. But they're very fearful about it. Yeah, I feel like this person really just wants to like just put everything on the table. It's so interesting. I feel like this person just wants to put everything on the table and just straight up just say everything. But I think they're very scared to even initiate it. Even though I think the rabbit person is fire energy. Or is it earth? Let me see. Wait. Let me try to find it. Oh no, it's earth. Yeah, it's earth. Yeah, look, afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, oh rabbit, they shape your destiny. When in balance, sensitive, problem solver, good listener. When out of balance, over-explains, talks fast, to bring into balance, a day of silence. So yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's just confirmation of what I was saying about this rabbit person, that they're just, I feel like they're staying still because they're scared of the truth of this connection, the truth, their truth, your truth. But they're also just scared of, like, if they do bring this up, how are you going to react? You know, like, how are you, or like, not you, but like, how is person B going to react? You know, because this could be you. You know, maybe you're wanting to have this conversation, but you're scared. You know, it really doesn't matter. But I feel like person A is very just scared of, not scared of person B, but more like they're scared of how person B could react to their suggestion of just coming clean and talking about this connection, and talk about everything that happened between you two. But now let's get into person B, because person B is the lover here and the hummingbird. So I feel like, you know how okay, this is gonna be very interesting. The way I see person B, they said their piece. I don't know how to explain this. Like, I don't know, like, maybe person B, like, explained to person A, or, like, maybe the hummingbird explained to the rabbit person that, how do they feel? Like, maybe the person B already said their piece when it comes to this connection. Like, maybe they already said how they feel about person A, but person A didn't, like, maybe reciprocated at the time, or didn't know how to respond at the time. But person B was very authentic with person A. Like, I feel like person B is a very authentic person in general, because with the lover here, I think person B follows their heart and follows where they feel good, where they feel comfortable. I feel like with the lover here, it's just they follow their heart. They, like, you know what song comes up, True to Your Heart, like from the Mulan soundtrack. It's such a good song. I'll write it down for you and I'll put it in the description down below. But True to Your Heart, I forgot what the band is, but I know Stevie Wonder sings it as well. But I think person B is very much person B is very much always following their heart, and they know their heart never pushes them to the side. Like, they know to trust their heart, and it's actually very beautiful energy. But it seems like person B kind of already said their piece with the rabbit. Maybe they were like, they could have easily just cut the rabbit off. Like, maybe they explained, but like, I feel like person B was very kind with it. Like, I don't think person B was like, man, F you, you suck, I don't even want to see you ever again. Like, I mean, it could be, right? Person B could have done that. But it seems like person B is very kind and very generous when it comes to connection specifically. And it seems like maybe this person was very like, and with the hummingbird, like maybe very like poetic, if that makes sense. Very like this person spoke from the heart, you know. So it was very, maybe even emotional, or just like very artistic, even, like, you know, like it sounded very like a like an artist, you know, like a writer. Like she was like that. There's a lyric in one of those, I think it's called, the song's called Wicked by I know Black Bear sings it, but I forgot what I think it's a band, but I know Black Bear's in it. I think it's called, is it called Keep Your Distance from Her? Like, is it called Wicked? Is it the Wicked one? I think it's called Wicked. If it's not Wicked, it's the other song that I'm thinking about. But there's a lyric that says, she seems like she's reading from a script. Like there's a lyric that says she talks like she's reading a script. I think it's Wicked by Mansions. That's what it is. I'll put it in the description down below as well. But it seems like person B already kind of said their piece in this situation, if that makes sense. Like maybe there is, because they're coming off as the bird, right? So I feel like they might have other things to say as well, but maybe they're keeping it to themselves, because I think they said enough right now, if that makes sense. Like they said enough about this connection. They said enough to the rabbit person, and I do feel like maybe this person does have more to say, you know, like they have more maybe information that they want to share with the rabbit person, or they want to, I don't know. I feel like this person does want to speak to the rabbit as well, because like you see how the hummingbird is facing the rabbit as well. And it's so interesting because they seem like they're in eye level, even though the hummingbird flies and the rabbit is on the floor. But it seems like maybe the hummingbird went to the eye level of the rabbit, you know, because the rabbit can't fly, but the hummingbird can always go down, and they're more, they have more movement to them, you know, because they can fly. So maybe that was like the dynamic of the connection. Like maybe you were the one that always kind of like not changed for the rabbit person, but maybe this hummingbird person was always the one that was sacrificing, maybe, like to a certain extent. Like maybe person B, like the lover person, the hummingbird person, was always like sacrificing something in this connection, and maybe that's why you two are not in communication as much, or maybe there's like this pause to this connection, whatever that means. But I do feel like the hummingbird, I feel like the hummingbird is always down to talk to the rabbit. I feel like the hummingbird likes the rabbit, you know. Like I think the hummingbird like even sees the rabbit as like a friend, you know, like they like a good person. But I think the hummingbird person is just in this place of like, I said my piece when it comes to this connection. I don't think I have anything more to share, at least right now, and I'm gonna keep it that way. You know, I don't want to change anything right now. I'm not trying to make this worse or better, you know. I'm just trying to keep, like, I feel like this person B is trying to keep it neutral, if that makes sense. And not because they want to, more because they just feel like they should, if that makes sense. Like they just feel like they said what they had to say, and that's it, you know. Like of course they can share more, they can say more, but I feel like they're in a place that they do not want to initiate that, so they're not in a place to do that, because I think they said enough when it comes to this connection. So now, like, the energy between you two, between worlds and seasons. Of course, like this, when this card came out, because I saw it come out, I thought about the song Seasons of Love by the musical Rent. So that song could be significant, or like movie could be significant. But yeah, seasons. But then I also thought about my chemistry class. I'm sorry, but it's true, because I'm in, like, I have a chemistry class right now, and apparently leaves changing color or breaking off, like, is it changing color, is a chemical change, not a physical change, right? So this seems like a very, like, this could be like a very, like, chemical type of energy, like a very, like, there's not a lot in the physical realm, but internally, like, chemically, something's there, you know what I mean? And I think you both feel it for sure. Like, I think you both feel that chemical change, you know, or like that energy between you two, because chemistry is energy, right? It's energy changes, and chemistry is like the energy between two things, or like chemistry is just energy, right? So I feel like you two both feel the energy between you two, but there's not a lot of in the physical realm. And between worlds, I think you both are in this state of like, should I go towards this person or should I walk away? I think you both are in that state, because between worlds, I think you both are in like, we can walk forward together, but we can always just stay back as well. Like, I think you both don't know what you want. And like, I think this is a mute, because it's in the middle, right? So in between you two, I do feel like there is this energy of like, you two don't even know what you want from each other. Like, you don't even know what you want for, like, I feel like if someone in this pile knows what they want, I think it would be person B more. Like, they know that they, like, I think you both, oh, I'm all over the place. I don't know why. Like, maybe you both are just like very nervous when it comes to each other, because you don't know where you stand. I think you both are just kind of like confused with each other, because you don't know where you stand with each other, and you don't know where this is going, or if this is going anywhere. You know, like, you don't even know if you can even say if it's going anywhere, because maybe there's not a lot of action happening, like there's not a lot of physical things happening between you two, but there's a lot of like energy exchanges between you two. Because with the seasons here, like, maybe this connection moves with the seasons. Like, maybe during the summertime, you two interact more, or like during the wintertime you two interact more. I don't know, like, maybe there is this thing about seasons, you know? So maybe, I live in the United States, so right now we're going into fall. But if you live somewhere else, maybe the season that you're going into could be significant. But technically, and like, I think in the United States as we speak, we are in fall as I'm filming this. But maybe the next season could be significant, or even like seasons, like astrology seasons, because right now we're in Scorpio season. And next season is Sagittarius season. Shout out to the Sagittarius. Shout out to the Scorpios. Shout out to the Scorpios. But yeah, so maybe the next season, Sagittarius season, like, I don't know, maybe like the astrology seasons could be significant for this connection as well. Or the more weather, or like seasons, you know. But yeah, I do feel like maybe, I don't know, just seasons in general can matter, but maybe it's also like, this connection has its moments, if that makes sense. Like, maybe there's some moments that it's like, for example, the spring, right? Like, maybe sometimes you want to go out and smell the flowers, you know? And then in the summer, it's like very hot and you want to stay inside. And in the fall, like, you have, it's sweater weather, you know? Sweater weather, you know? And then winter, you know, like, maybe this connection goes with the seasons in a way that's like, there's some moments in the year, there's some moments in life that you two interact a lot, and then there's some moments in the year that you two don't even look at each other. So it seems like this has been like a very long connection of some kind. I wouldn't be surprised if this has just been a very long connection of some kind. It didn't have to be, but it seems like maybe there's like some years between you two, at least. Like, it could be 3 years. It doesn't have to be, but it's like, there is this energy that this is so like a long connection that, like, I don't know, I really don't know what it is, if I'm being honest, but it seems like it's just a lot of confusion, but also a lot of want to be near each other and a lot of want to talk it out. Like this, like overall, I do think the rabbit person wants to talk to the hummingbird person, but they're too scared to even approach that. Like approach person B, but also approach that truth, even though there's truth in them, you know. And person B seems like they're open to this, but they know that they're not gonna initiate it, so they're just kind of just not waiting, because I don't think the hummingbird is waiting, but they are noticing that maybe the energy between you two, like they're noticing that the hummingbird is noticing that the rabbit is very much in this energy of like wanting to come near them, you know. So, and I think the hummingbird person is just learning that just because I feel like this person wants to come near me doesn't mean that I have to initiate it, you know. It doesn't mean that I have to make it easier for them, you know, because technically, logically, face value wise, you don't know that this person wants to come. Like person B really doesn't know that the person A wants to come towards them, you know. So I feel like person A needs to be kind of, yeah, they fear it, but it's also like I feel like they're the one that kind of needs to like push themselves towards this, you know, not person B trying to make it easy for them. But yeah, so I hope that resonated at the beginning. But let's get into tarot. Ooh, let's get into tarot and see. Oh, excuse me. No, let's do that. So we're using the Star Spinner Tarot, and we're gonna see how this person feels about you. Now, regardless if they're person A or person B, doesn't matter. It's just how this person feels. So I do want to say that I do personal readings on my Instagram or email. Everything should be in the description down below. If you are curious or if you are interested in that, it will always be in the description down below. But I'm so thankful and grateful that you're watching this right now. So thank you. Thank you for watching. So let's get into, how do they feel about you? How does this person feel about you? For pile 1, how does this person feel about you? We got the 8 of Pentacles. Right? This is the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. This person is waiting on something. How does this person feel about pile 1? How do they feel about you? Ooh, okay. Straight to it, huh? How do they feel about you? The 3 of Pentacles wanted to flip over. And we got the 4 of Swords and the Page of Cups. Too many cards, but I want to acknowledge them. How do they feel? Ooh, the Emperor. Okay. The Devil. Okay. Okay, do you see all these cards are facing this way? So I don't know if, what is that? The left side? To the left, to the left. Yeah, so I don't know, the left could be significant. I don't know, maybe they're left-handed or something. You don't have to be, but okay. And we got the Queen of Cups. Yeah, they're all facing this way. So interesting. And then at the bottom we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Okay, this is crazy. Can you see all of it? Yeah, you can. Okay. This is gonna sound so crazy. Because with the Queen of Wands, I kind of want to keep it kind of in frame, but I don't have to. Because the way I see it is like the Queen of Wands is like this. I don't know, do you see that? It's like that. Like she's like right here. If that makes sense. I do feel like this person's in their head when it comes to this. But I feel like they're in their head naturally. Like I feel like this person overthinks a lot. Like maybe they have their own things that they have to deal with as just a person, you know, like they have their own personal, I want to say personal baggage to work with. But I feel like the way they feel, I don't know, it's so interesting because maybe like you already know how this person feels about you, and I want you to be very like have discernment in that, but also trust yourself in that. Like try to not be as delusional, of course, but like also like trust that you know how this person feels about you, you know. And like the way I see this is like this is them and then this is the back of their mind, if that makes sense. I feel like this person, of course, like with the Three of Swords, like you could have like hurt this person of some kind, or like maybe like if you did break off this connection, maybe that hurt them, right? Or like, you know, it could have hurt them, or and maybe it did hurt them. But I also see the Three of Swords like I feel like this person needs to heal something in their life. Because it's not just you that this person is like thinking about, if that makes sense. Like I think they're thinking about everything in their life right now. Like they're thinking about like how can they be the most authentic self, like, you know, like they're thinking about how they can be authentic, how they can show up better in people's lives, you know. I feel like you're not the only person that this person kind of made feel this way, if that makes sense. I feel like this person is trying to understand all aspects when it comes to this connection and all aspects in their life in general. I feel like this person's just, they have something that they have to heal thoroughly, or like take time healing, but also there is this energy that they want to, I feel like they want to initiate something, like especially when it comes to you. Like I think they don't want to live in their, like they don't want to live their life as like a coward, if that makes sense. Like I don't think they want to live their life cowardly. And I feel like with the Emperor here, I feel like they're trying very hard to kind of like stand up and do what they actually want to do. You know, and that could be being like getting healed and like taking their time healing their heart when it comes to this connection, or when it comes in general. Because with the Queen of Cups here, I see this as like this could have been somebody else that hurt them. Because I don't know, I don't see you as the Queen of Cups. I saw you as the Queen of Wands, and it seems like maybe in the back of their mind there's somebody there that really hurt them, or like there's a situation here that really hurt them that involved somebody else, you know. And it seems like they're still in this process of healing that. Yeah, but with the Devil here, I feel like they self-sabotage a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're the one that self-sabotaged this connection, and then maybe you're the one that broke it off because you're like, I can't deal with that anymore, you know, which is completely okay. And I think that's something that you should be okay with, you know. Don't feel bad for that. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, maybe they feel like this is so interesting because like with them looking at the clock, it's like maybe they feel like time is ticking, you know, like time is ticking, like they have to act fast, if that makes sense. Whatever that means to that person, but I feel like maybe they feel like they have to act fast. If not, they're gonna miss their opportunities in life in general, not just with you, just in life in general. I feel like they have to act fast. If not, they're going to miss their opportunities, and have and be able to live their life like effortlessly and live their life the way it's supposed to be lived, you know. But with the devil here, I do feel like they self-sabotage a lot. And it's not just this connection. I feel like they self-sabotage like a lot of things in their life. It doesn't have to be just like love related. It could be career, it could be like personal, and it could be like fun things. Like maybe like this person like feels like they don't deserve to do fun things in life, and maybe they tell themselves like, oh, you can do that later, like you shouldn't be doing that right now because you have things to do, you know. Like I feel like this person needs to relax a little bit, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I think there is this energy that they still need to heal, but they have this like power to them that is like, they know, like at least like the first step is that they acknowledge it, and I think they're already kind of going to the second step of like, okay, now what can I do to heal this part of me, you know. Like I feel like now they're like in the beginning, like I feel like they're at least acknowledging that they're not perfect, right? But they're also acknowledging that they're flaws, if that makes sense. Like I'm not saying that this person thought they were perfect or anything. No, they're noticing that they're not perfect in a way. Like they're noticing that they get hurt, that they feel like it's so interesting to see like they're like finally noticing that they're human, if that makes sense. Like they're noticing that their heart hurts, you know, their heart hurts, their like it hurts to be, you know, like it's just like it's okay to hurt, you know. And I think they're realizing that now. Like they're taking their time to realize that it's okay to hurt, and it's okay to process this hurt as well. Like it's okay to acknowledge this hurt, and I think that's what this person is doing. Like they're taking their time to acknowledge what's hurting them internally, especially internally. But I do think they want to get out, like they want to get out of this headspace, and they want to get up and do what they are meant to do in this world, you know. Because I do feel like they feel like time is ticking if they don't, because I feel like they're trying to like trying to heal their heart when it comes to love and connection in general, but then they're also trying to take action where they feel comfortable with, but also they might be taking a risk and they want to be okay with that. Like they're trying, like there's parts of them that they're just trying to like balance into their life and trying to heal, like the hurt that they have, the inaction that they do, and the self-sabotaging that they do. And then this person that's coming up as well, like that maybe hurt them, or something hurt them in their past that is regarding somebody else, you know. And I don't know if you know about this, like you could know about this person, like it could be like an ex, or it could just be somebody that just hurt them, or like hurt somehow, they got hurt over this person. I don't know, whatever it is. But I feel like this person is very much just, it's just, I feel like this person is looking at the clock more than actually looking within. You know, they're like, okay, I don't have enough time, I need to do this now, you know. When in reality they do have time, you know. Excuse me. Healing is a process, you know. You don't have to hurry that up. So yeah, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. You know, so like you don't have to hurry that up, if that makes sense. Like this person doesn't have to hurry that up. And I feel like they know that, but it's also like time is ticking. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's you. Like, maybe you're like, I'm gonna move on, you know, like, which is okay, you know, like, you can move on. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but maybe this person is feeling that you might be moving on, and they're like, okay, damn, okay, I need to do something now. If I don't do something now, I can miss my opportunity with this person, you know. It doesn't seem like they want to miss that opportunity with you, even though there is like some baggage that they have, but I think they're willing to work on it, you know, which is very beautiful. But yeah, I think they want to get up, you know, they want to do what they are meant to do in this life. And sometimes it's, you know, like, they just want, this could, like, if this person identifies as a man, like, maybe this person wants to be the man, you know, like, they want to act like a man, they want to be in their more masculine energy, but maybe right now they're in their more feminine energy, and that could be the Queen of Cups as well. Like, maybe right now they're in the very feminine energy, but I think they're striving to be in their masculine energy, especially if they identify as a man. I feel like they want to thrive in that masculine energy. But I think right now they're just kind of acknowledging their past and acknowledging what they're going through or what they went through, and they're acknowledging how it hurt them. And it probably still hurts them, you know? And like, they're acknowledging all the flaws that they have, meaning like maybe they self-sabotage, maybe they have a lot of actions that they don't do, like they pursue, like they don't pursue a lot, but then there's also this hurt. Like, even though, like, these aren't flaws per se, but they're just things that kind of stops you to be the most authentic self that you can be, especially in connection and in relationships. So yeah, I feel like this person is just kind of in a standstill when it comes to this, but also the first step is to acknowledge it, and I think this person, that's what they're doing. You know, the first step is acknowledging it, and I think that's what they're doing, and I think that's very brave, you know, and good for them, you know. So yeah. Oh, let's get some advice for you. We're using the Work Your Light Oracle cards for your advice today. Oh, was it? I hope it was focused when I was talking. Was it focused? I hope it was focused. Come on, Ariana. Okay. Let's get some advice. Ooh, okay. Protection. Call back your power at the bottom. And then you got share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. The way I see this is like, look, I'm not saying that you have to reach, especially if you're the hummingbird person, if you're person B. If you're a person B, and I'm not saying that you need to do this or you should do this. I'm saying more like, if you genuinely want to, it's okay if you do it. You know, like, if you want to share conversation with this person, if you want to try to befriend this person and be there for this person, I don't think that's a bad idea. Now, if you're person A, I feel like you should share your voice, you know, be open to this, have a conversation with this person, be open to opening up dialogue with this person. But regardless of who you are, right, regardless if you're a person A or person B, I feel like I feel like if you want to talk to this person, I think you should. Now, do I think you need to initiate it? I don't know, if I'm being honest. I don't know, especially if you are person B. I really don't know. I think you're the person that would know about this. But, yeah, I think you'll figure it out if you want to, yeah, I think you'll figure it out if you want to initiate a conversation with this person. Because I feel like you still have a lot of things to say to this person and you want to share more to this person, but and maybe even like you want to be there for this person as well. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't or that you should. All I'm saying is that it's okay if you do go towards it, if that makes sense. And with share your voice, I also see like, sorry, that was a cutoff. But overall, I do see that like this overall, like this general energy is like you just sharing your opinions, sharing what you think about situations, like not being silent. Like if something is making you uncomfortable, say it. Like don't be afraid to share your voice when it comes to this, or when it comes to situations in life in general. Like if something is making you uncomfortable, say something. If something is making you scared, say something. If something is making you happy, say something. You know, like it's okay to share your voice, and it's okay to show expression. Yeah, expression and passion. You know, it's okay to show that. So yeah, I hope that resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if it resonated. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next, hopefully. Bye. Hi, pile. Oh, I was gonna say pile 1. Pile 2. Welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for watching. Now, before we get into tarot, I kind of want to tap into who this person is and who you are, and how is the energy between you two. So this format should be easy to understand, but if it's not, I can always explain it to you in the comments. Just ask. To be honest, just ask. But it should be like, you should be able to understand it. So for, it's going to be person A and person B. So for person A, we have the fault line and the gazelle. I always think about Zootopia because I think of Shakira when it comes to the gazelle. I don't know why. Whenever the gazelle comes out, I always think of Shakira. So maybe you or this person could be Colombian or Latina. So person B, we can, what? Oh my God, my words are all over the place right now. A lot of mercurial energy, or not. To be honest, okay, let's keep going. For pile B, we have agape and the beaver. Okay, and then for the connecting energies, we have a chance in the wind, number 12, and you are enough. Okay, let's see if it's all in frame. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, automatically, I do feel like you are not talking to this person. I don't think you two are in communication as we speak. There is this energy of like, there's no communication when it comes to you two. Either no communication or like no communication or no interactions of some kind. Like, I don't know, there's like, it seems very stagnant and very still, if that makes sense. There is this energy with you are enough, of like maybe one or both of you chose to end this connection, because it was like, it was very much like, how do I explain it? Like, it like triggered your self-worth, if that makes sense. Like, it made you question your self-worth to a certain extent. And I feel like that's the energy of, like, between you two. Like, you two, like, wanted, like, there was like a lot of, like, there was need. Bro, my words are all over the place. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But I don't know, maybe like there wants to be communication between you two, but it's hard to communicate, but because maybe you're both nervous about it or something like that. But it seems like there is this connection. Like, there is, what? Oh my gosh. Sorry, there was a cutoff, but I'm back. So I was saying, like, it's very hard for me to communicate right now. Like, it's very hard for me to, like, how do I say this? Like, it's very hard for me to express myself, or like verbally say what I want to say. So maybe there's a lot of, like, between you two, like, there's a lot of, like, wanting to talk to each other, but, like, you know what song's coming up? Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. There's, like, maybe you two you bite your tongue when it comes to this person, and this person bites their tongue when it comes to you. Whoa, this is, it's just, I don't know, I feel like someone, like, I just feel like I want to say something, but it doesn't come out the way I want to. So, okay. Anyway, let's get into the gazelle person. But before, let me write down the song. So, it'll be in the description down below. The song, Bad Habit. So if you don't know the song, you can listen to it. But if you do, you can still listen to it. But you don't have to. But it will be in the description down below. So let's start with the gazelle. I do feel with the fault line, right? I do feel like with the fault line, they were very hurt when it comes to this connection. I do feel like maybe, to a certain extent, I wouldn't be surprised if the gazelle was the one to break it off. Or to a certain extent, I feel like if somebody broke it off, it would have been the gazelle, or it was a mutual break off. Like, maybe it was a mutual breakup or break off of connection. It seemed like it was either a mutual ending or the gazelle. It seems like the gazelle did it. But then again, it could be the beaver too, right? I don't know. It seems very mutual. Like, you both knew that this had to happen, if that makes sense. But the gazelle, I feel like the gazelle is still very hurt when it comes to this connection. I feel like they still feel hurt, and I feel like they even have hope for this connection, if that makes sense. When it comes to the beaver. And I feel like the gazelle is trying not to focus on this connection as much, but to a certain extent, I feel like the gazelle is focusing on their feelings when it comes to this connection, how this connection made them feel, and how this, like, breakup or break off made them feel. You know, I think they're very focused on how this connection made them feel, or how this connection makes them feel in general. And I feel like they're not per se, like, initiating anything when it comes to this connection or towards the beaver, but it does seem like they are still thinking about it, and still, like, even, like, they could be, like, reminiscing even. And I feel like right now it feels like maybe that's what they feel like they should be doing, just focusing on how this connection is making them feel, and how did this connection make them feel. You know, I feel like they're not trying to, like, do too much, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like, if anything, I feel like the gazelle might even be kind of, like, not wanting this anymore, or, like, they're hesitant when it comes to this connection now. I do feel like the gazelle's in a very good place. It's just when it comes to their feelings, when it comes to this connection, that's when it's like they can get very much in their head about it, and they can get very much like, even like, I wanted to say scared, but more like just sad. I don't know, like it's just sad. And I kind of want to read this card, the fault line, when it comes to, let me try to find it. The fault line. Fault line number 49. Number 49. That's that that number could be significant. Okay. The fault line. Can you see it? The fissure, the crack, or the weak link. You can read it. I don't feel like reading it, to be honest, but if you want to read it, you can pause. But it says, when in light, redefining reality, breaking open, when dark, precariousness, pretending delusion. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the gazelle person, this really opened their mind up, if that makes sense. Like, maybe they had this like rose-colored glasses when it comes to the beaver person, and like after this break off, or like this breakup, they were like, you're not even like, you're not perfect. Like, I don't know why I thought you were perfect, you know? Like, maybe after this break off, like this breakup, or like this disconnected, or like no contact situation, after like it happened, it seemed like the gazelle person is very much in this energy of like, I can't believe I thought you were perfect, or I can't believe that I went through all that, you know, to just because, you know, like, just because I liked you, you know, like it seemed like they're looking back at it looks like the gazelle person is looking back at their decisions when it comes to this connection, and going back to like, I can't believe I did that, or like, well, I can't believe I put myself in such a vulnerable state. And like, there could have been times that you even begged, there could have been times that the gazelle person even begged the beaver person to stay or something like that, because the song that came in my head was Out of Time by The Weeknd, but the lyrics specifically that said, you beg me to stay with your drowning eyes, or something like that. Like, so it seems like you even like asked this person to stay for a while, or like you wanted this connection to work out, but it just didn't. And of course it hurt when it broke off, but it seems like the gazelle's like now realizing that, like, now they're realizing that they shouldn't have begged, or they shouldn't have done all that they did in the connection, if that makes sense. Like, they're like taking off their rose-colored glasses when it comes to this person, and when it comes to this connection, and it just seems like they're realizing stuff now of this connection, that it was always there, but now they're like, damn, like, this was a lot, you know, like, this was a lot to deal with. And I don't know, I think they're giving themselves a lot of grace, and as they should. I feel like the gazelle is giving themselves a lot of grace, and just a lot of just trying to see you as like trying to see the beaver as a human, and trying to see this connection as just very face value right now, because they know that if they go in deeper, it might even get into a delusion state, and that's not where they want to be. They want to be in a very logical and face value type of state, if that makes sense. But now let's get into the beaver person, because this beaver person, they're a very sweet soul. Like I really do want to say this, like, because agape, I think this isn't this unconditional love, if I remember, but we can always read it. Agape. Yeah, look, devotion, unconditional love. You can pause to read if you want, but I don't feel like reading. But when in light, service, reverence, honor, joy. When dark, spiritual, bypassing righteousness. Yeah, so if this is like this person, the agape person, the beaver person, I do feel like they're very much in this very sweet energy. I feel like they're just naturally a very sweet person, a sweet soul. So I genuinely think the beaver didn't mean to harm the gazelle and didn't mean to hurt the gazelle, but it happened, right? Just because it wasn't like the intention, it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt, you know what I mean? So I feel like the agape, like, they don't have, like, I wanted to say toxic intentions when it comes to the gazelle. It's just kind of happened. I feel like the beaver person is they're naturally a very sweet soul and naturally a very kind person. So I feel like if anything, if you haven't spoke to this person for a while, but like if you haven't talked to this person about how this made you feel at all, I feel like this person might not even know. Like, they might just be like, oh, okay, this person wanted to cut it off with me. Okay. You know, like, they're not questioning your decisions when it comes to that, or questioning the gazelle decisions when it comes to that. It seems like they're just kind of seeing everything face value and seeing it in a logical sense of like, okay, this person doesn't want to be with me anymore, or like this person doesn't express that they are done with this connection, you know? But if they did hurt you, I don't know, it seems like maybe this person, to a certain extent, I feel like they don't know that they hurt you, unless you explain it to them. Like, unless you told them verbally that it hurt you, I don't think this person knows. But if you did explain it to them, of course they know, right? And I think they acknowledged it. But if you haven't told them at all, like, how this made you feel, how this connection made you feel, or how this person made you feel, they technically do not know. And I feel like when it comes to this connection, right, with the beaver here, they're just very calm. Like, they're in a very calming energy. I kind of want to read the beaver just to get a little bit more insight about it. So the gazelle the gazelle is fire energy. So they could be, the gazelle person could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and the beaver is, I think, is water energy, but I could be wrong. Let me check. Yes, water. So water is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And we got the beaver. So it says hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. They're good-natured and dependable creatures, have infinite love and enthusiasm for family, and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires you long-term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor, selfless service. Maybe pile two, the beaver person might be like volunteering somewhere, or like, I don't know, just doing something that could that helps community. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the beaver is like volunteering, or they have like a job when it comes to like, maybe they work with the community or something like that. They just help community. So I wouldn't be surprised if the beaver person is like maybe volunteering somewhere, or they're about to volunteer somewhere, or I don't know, they just have a lot of like their mind and their heart, their soul is very kind, and I feel like they want to express that with a lot of people. So they want to like give back, if that makes sense. The beaver person wants to give back because I feel like they're learning to be more reliable when it comes to other people in their life. You know, like, I feel like they're trying very hard to be reliable, and trying to stay in this positive mindset, you know, because I feel like they are trying to give back and they're trying to help others. Like, I feel like the beaver person wants to be that support for a lot of people. So they could be like, maybe they work in the medical field, maybe they work with children or something, or they do something with children, like volunteering or something like that. I don't know, this person just wants to give back. The beaver person just wants to give back, and I feel like they're very family oriented as well. And for some of you, like, the beaver person could be like the mom friend, if that makes sense, like in a group, like the mom friend. And they could also just be a parent as well. It doesn't have to be like, they could be somebody that has a kid or has kids, but they don't have to be. But yeah, this person's very kind and just in their own lane, if that makes sense. I think you both are not speaking to each other, because you see how they're facing the front, like they're facing me in a weird way, you know? And I feel like the beaver person, they're learning not to let this get to them, like this connection get to them. Because I feel like the beaver learned a lot when it came to this connection, but the gazelle also learned a lot. It's just you both are healing in a very different pace, if that makes sense. And I just want to say, like, if your person's the beaver, I'm not saying that it didn't hurt them or anything, because they seem very happy right now, as they should be, you know, but that doesn't change the fact that just because somebody in the connection is happy, that doesn't mean that you are like, it's too late for you to move on, or like you're taking too long to move on, you know? Like, it's not true. And I don't think this person has moved on, you know? I don't think this person, it's just they're trying to be optimistic right now, when it comes to this connection, when it comes to their life in general. I feel like they're trying to give back and be optimistic. But just because somebody, it looks happy and they are happy, that doesn't mean that they moved on, or that you're taking too long to move on, if that makes sense. I kind of want to talk about the change in the wind. When it comes to this, right? Excuse me. I feel like there's a lot of things happening between you two. There's also, like, it could be in the physical realm or in the more spiritual realm, but it does seem like maybe there's things happening. I just heard Wherever the Wind Takes Me, and then I heard Colors of the Wind, like from the movie Pocahontas. I love that song. That song is so beautiful. And I feel like maybe you both feel that this connection ended too early, if that makes sense. Because I'm thinking of Colors of the Wind and like the scene of the movie, and she's like, Pocahontas is like showing John Smith like her life, you know, like where she lives and everything, you know. So maybe like there is this energy between you two that you feel, or like you both feel that this connection ended too early, maybe. And like I feel like there is hope for this to move forward, you know. But I do think you both are like doing, like, you are trying to heal in a very different way. Like, this person's trying to heal by giving back, and this person's trying to heal by being, like, the beaver person is trying to heal and take their time healing by giving back to the community and giving back to the people that deserve this. And like, and it doesn't have to be just like, it could be their friends, their family, you know, like they're just trying to give back and trying to like have a positive outlook when it comes to this, you know. Yes, like maybe they might be hurt, but they can be optimistic and try to give back to the community, to their community, to their family, you know. And for the gazelle person, they're more like, I need to be alone right now to deal with all this, you know. This could have been recent, or it could have been like long time ago still, but it does seem like you both are healing in a very different way. But this seems like you both are just healing right now. Like, you're taking your time to heal. And but yeah, I think you both are just taking your time to heal. You two are just healing very differently. The beaver person is like healing with other people around, and the gazelle person is like healing with by themselves, you know. But I think you both are healing what has happened in this connection, and you're taking your time to heal, and trying to gain that self-worth back that you might have lost in this connection. But yeah, if that resonated, keep on watching. I hope it did. But let's get into tarot about how this person feels. So we're gonna use the Star Spinner Tarot. Okay. So if you are interested, I do personal readings on my Instagram or on email. If you are interested, I do paid readings. You just have to email me or DM me, and we can talk about it. Only if you're interested. You don't have to. I'm very thankful for you to watch this right now. So yeah. So let's get into, how does this person feel about you, regardless if they're the gazelle or the beaver or the beaver person. It doesn't matter. Sorry, a card fell. How does this person feel about you? It doesn't matter if they're the gazelle or the beaver. Why? It was a beaver, right? I already forgot. Anyway. How does this person feel about you? Oh, okay. Taking the Ace of Pentacles. The Five of Swords. I kind of want to keep this. I don't do reverses that much, but I don't know why, but I want to keep this in reverse. Okay. How does this person feel about you? Okay, the Two of Pentacles. Is this the 9? What is 1x, girl? I think this is 9, but I'll figure it out. Okay, sorry, there was a cutoff again. Sorry. Anyway, I do think this is the 9 of Cups, if I'm thinking of it correctly, but I should have figured it out before I came back. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's get another card for you. How does this person feel about you? Okay. Page of Swords. Excuse me. Let's get one more. How does this person feel about you? Ten of Cups. And girl, I need to figure out these numbers. Can I get one more about how does this person feel about pile 2? How does this person feel? Just one card, please. Yeah, okay, this is so interesting. I feel like their feelings are growing for you. And at the bottom we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like the person that you're asking about, I feel like their feelings are growing for you. I don't know, maybe like when this connection was happening, there was not a lot of feelings either talked about or felt, but it seems like this person's feelings are like growing. You know, like maybe at first they maybe they thought it was like lust, or just like oh, they're just an attractive person, I'm just attracted to an attractive person, you know, it's nothing deeper than that. But I think they're realizing that it is deeper than that. Like it's getting deeper to that, because it's like the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, right? Nine of Cups, Page of Swords, and then it goes into the King of Pentacles. So I feel like their feelings are growing very practically as well, because the only cups that we have is the Nine of Cups, and I feel like this is how they see you, as the Nine of Cups, as somebody that, you know, I want to say like wish fulfillment, like you are a wish fulfillment, if that makes sense. I kind of want to figure out. Yeah, it is the 9. It is the Nine of Cups, because that's 10. Like if you don't know that, the X is 10, and so this is the 9. So yeah, I feel like the way they see this is very much like their feelings are growing for you. Like the way they feel about you is growing. Maybe it's because like it's that basic what's that quote that goes like, distance makes the heart grow fonder. I feel like this is like they're a victim of that. Like they're going through that. Like maybe at first they didn't see it as like, oh, it's not that deep, it's whatever, you know, like it's cool, you know, like this person's cool, whatever. But like maybe they thought it wasn't serious, like maybe this connection wasn't that serious for them or something like that. But it seems like their feelings are growing, and maybe they're kind of confused on it when it comes to the Page of Swords. Like maybe they're just like, I don't know what this means, and I don't know what this is, but I'm curious about it. You know, I feel like the Page of Swords is very curiosity. And yeah, look at the white. Wait, can you see all of it? I hope you can see all of it. But yeah, like with the white rabbit, think of like Alice of the Wonderland. Like he's late, you know, like. But it seemed like they're a very curious person when it comes to this, especially when it comes to this connection. But yeah, I feel like their feelings are just growing for you. And I feel like in the beginning, I feel like maybe they thought it was lust, or maybe they just thought they were attracted to you. That's it, like maybe physical attractiveness. Because there is physical attractiveness here. They could be younger than you with the Page of Swords, or like maybe I could see them as being a little bit more immature than you as well. But it seems like you kind of distancing yourself from this person, or taking your time to heal, and like kind of putting that spiritual boundary, or like that physical boundary towards this person, is making this person kind of go crazy when it comes to this connection. Kind of go like, whoa, what is this about? Like, why am I so drawn to this person now? Like, I used to like just find them attractive, like it wasn't deeper than that. But now they're like, okay, I really want to talk to this person, I really want to know what this person is up to. You know, they're very curious about you, and curious about this connection, and even curious about their feelings, because out of nowhere they just grew. And I feel like, yeah, it's just that energy of like their feelings grow, and they just don't know what to do with it. To a certain extent, it seems like they want to come towards you, but they're like stopping themselves because there is this energy of like, what if it's all in my head? You know, like what if it's just me thinking about like what if I'm like, I feel like they try to convince themselves that it's just attractiveness that they feel towards you. Like maybe they're just like turned on by you, or like maybe they're just attracted to you, you know, like physically attracted to you, then, and that's it. Like maybe they're trying to convince themselves that it's not deeper than that, when in reality it's getting deeper than that, because I feel like they constantly think about you, and they constantly wonder about this and wonder about you as well. And with the white rabbit, or the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like they're trying to be very practical of like, okay, if I don't do something, like it's very cause and effect energy. Like if they're like, okay, this caused this, like this cause made this the way of, like it affected this, you know. For example, like you detaching is making this person, like the cause was you detaching, but the effect was this person being curious about this now, you know, being more curious than they used to be. But with the cause and effect, it seems like because the white rabbit, right, he's late, right? And I feel like this person is trying to see this very practical of like, if I don't do or say something right like soon, it could be too late, you know. And if it is, it is. Who, like, to be honest, that's on them, not on you, you know. If it's too late, it's too late. But it seems like they're trying to be logical and practical when it comes to this, and they're trying to think of like, okay, if I don't do something soon, it could be too late for this connection or for this person to accept me. Because maybe there has been time between you two for a while now that you're just choosing to move on. Like you're just choosing to like, okay, this person doesn't do anything towards me, then I guess I'll just move on because that's all I can do. But yeah, that's what I feel. Like I think that's what this person is feeling right now. And this person could have a lot of they could have pride to a certain extent, because they are showing up as like the King of Pentacles here and the Page of Swords. So they are a very logical and practical person. Well, at least they try to be. And I feel like it does work for them. They could be financially very, like, I don't know, it seems like they're just in a very good state in their life that I think they feel like they're ready to kind of maybe even commit. Like maybe this person didn't commit to you in the past, so you broke it off, or something. Like maybe you were looking for commitment but they weren't, so you broke it off. I don't know, it just seems like this person kind of balanced their life already, or like they're trying to balance their life, and the only balance that they need now is like a connection balance, if that makes sense. So it seems like this person is thinking of coming back, but are they? I don't know. That's another question that is crazy to think about, because I don't know. I feel like they're just thinking about coming back right now. But that's the thing, you shouldn't be worried about it, and I don't think you are. Like with the Nine of Cups, like I don't think you're worried about it, as you shouldn't be, you know. But I do feel like this person is balancing like their financial situation with their personal life and everything. And I feel like because it's getting way more balanced now, like maybe they got a promotion, or they got, I don't know, like their income is like either growing or it's balanced now. Like maybe they used to like struggle when it came to their income, but now it's like balanced, and like now they're good, you know. Now it's balanced. So I feel like maybe that's something that they had to worry about, especially because they're coming off as the King of Pentacles. So maybe that's something that they worried about, but now they're like, okay, now I can kind of, I feel like that's why maybe their feelings are growing, because now they can sit and in their feelings and actually know what's going on. Like maybe before they kind of like, how do I say this, like they kind of distracted themselves with work, or like maybe their studies, or like anything, right? Like they just distracted themselves. But now that they have time, they kind of like are realizing that these feelings that they had for you, or they have for you, never left. They're just growing, you know, like they're just growing from since the beginning, you know. And now that they have time to sit in that energy, they're realizing that, and they don't know if they should come back or not. Now, are you gonna have open arms? I don't know. You know, I don't know if you are gonna have open arms. That is something that you're gonna choose to do if they do come back. But right now I feel like they're just thinking about coming back. So yeah, let's get some advice for you. So we're using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And we'll see some advice for you. We'll get some advice, and you get to leave. Maybe Disney movies could be significant because like the Alice of the Wonderland and then Pocahontas. So maybe Disney princesses or like Disney movies in general could be significant. Okay. Or Disney music. So let's get some advice for you. Oh, okay. But I just want to get one card. Oh, okay. Thank you. And at the bottom we okay. So the answer to the call didn't want to come out. What is your soul calling you to do? Oh, okay. 2 of them. Okay, I'll take them. So we got take a break, a life's work's not a season, get off the treadmill, and deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Okay, sorry, another cutoff. This video, I'm so sorry. This video just had a lot of cutoffs. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry, like, cause I get something happens that I have to deal with, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you got the deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held, and take a break. A life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. To a certain extent, I wouldn't be surprised if you're like thinking about this a little too much, even though you know you deep down you don't want to, but it just happens. But I don't think you need to hate yourself for that. Like, it's okay to think about it. It's okay to be curious about it. Like, even like watching this reading, like maybe you knew deep down you're like, I shouldn't have watched this. You know, maybe I shouldn't have seen this reading, or like I shouldn't be this curious about this person, you know. And I feel like try to be satisfied with what you know, because I feel like to a certain extent you're not satisfied, and you're not, like, you're looking for answers, but you, first of all, you already know the answers, but second, like, maybe you're looking for more action oriented things more than what you know. And I think what you need to know is that you already know what's going on. Sit with that. That's it. Like, write down your feelings, write down how you feel, write down what you want to say to this person, whatever. Like, do whatever you need to do to try to, first and foremost, like, move on, but also try to not let this linger in your mind so much that it could kind of make or break the situation, you know. Like, you don't deserve that. Yeah, put boundaries within yourself. And like, of course we can't help but to think about somebody, or like we can't help it, you know. If we think about somebody or we think about a person, it's hard not to, you know. But I think thinking about that person and like sitting with that thought is okay, you know. It's okay to think about this person, and it's okay to wonder about this person, but try to do it in a very graceful way for yourself, not for anybody else. So yeah, take your time with this. You don't have to rush it, okay? You don't have to rush anything. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if it resonated or if it didn't. I'm all ears. But I feel like if you're watching this right now, it did resonate because you watched it all. I mean, it didn't have to be, you know. You can still watch it all and be like, it didn't resonate. Maybe you just like watching tarot readings, I don't know. Anyway, but thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated, and thank you again. I was gonna say thank you again, but yeah, thank you for watching. and I'll see you in my next, hopefully. Bye. Hi, pile 3. I was gonna say pile 2, but if you choose this this yellow sticky note, or number 3, this reading is for you. Now, before we get into tarot, I kind of want to see who this person is and who you are. You know, the person, the viewer watching this, and the energy between you two. So we're going to have a person A and person B format, and whichever side you resonate with more, that's who you are, and then the other, your person, or the person you're thinking about, is the other one. I hope that makes sense. I hope that it should be easy to understand, but if it's not, I can always explain it better in the comments or something. You just have to ask. So for the first person, we have the womb and the zebra. And for person B, we have the castle and the peacock. Okay. And the energy between you two, we have loyal heart, number 35, and transformation. Oh my god, look, this is why I knew I was excited to do this reading. I was excited to do number 3. Don't tell the other piles, but I was so excited to do number 3. I don't know why. It just seems so, like, hopeful. I'm so excited to do this reading. Anyway, so can you see all of it before I keep going? Okay, the zoo can be significant because the zoo that... I don't have a zoo where I specifically live, but like there's a town beside me that has a zoo, and they have zebras and peacocks. So the zoo could be significant. No, they don't. They don't have zebras. Do they have zebras? I don't know if they have zebras. Or am I thinking about another zoo? I don't know. But I feel like zoos have zebras and peacocks. I feel like I'm thinking about another zoo. Where the state that I live in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, but the zoos can be significant. Or zoos in general could be significant. I kind of want to start with the zebra person. So the womb and zebra person. Okay, now I want to start in the middle. I do feel, okay, this is what I feel. I feel like a lot of you are talking to this person or are communicating with this person. You are in communication with this person. And if you're not, that could be also a thing that maybe you're not, but it's going there. Like, it's getting there, if that makes sense. And maybe you feel it, like peacock or zebra, like maybe you both feel it, especially the zebra, because the womb, right? I feel like the zebra person even feels this coming through or coming back, or this could be somebody new as well. Like, I feel like the zebra feels that somebody's gonna come into their life that's gonna be significant, and like it's turning to that, like it's turning towards that, like it's happening as we speak, you know, like it's, the wheel is happening, it's turning for this connection to come into fruition, or for a new person to come into your life, basically. But I feel like the zebra feels it, but the peacock is ready for it. I don't know, it's so interesting. Okay, so with the zebra and the womb, I feel like this person is very much like starting new, if that makes sense. I could see the zebra did a transformation within themselves, and like did a how do I explain this, like they had like new beginnings in their life recently, and like went into like a, maybe even like a soul transformation recently, and I feel like they're just learning and like being by themselves, and they're learning about themselves. The zebra person is very much in their, like I wouldn't be surprised if the zebras in their very much feminine energy of like they're trying, like I don't chase, I attract type of energy. Like I know that's like a joke or whatever, but it's true. Like I feel like the zebra is like I don't chase, I attract. Like they're trying to just stay in their feminine energy and not trying to move from there. they want to stay in this energy because they feel good in this energy. They belong in this energy right now, you know. But it seems like the zebra has like their life very balanced right now, and they're not like, of course they can be struggling, or they can like go through things as like every human does, but it seems like right now there's nothing that they can't control, if that makes sense. There's like there's things in their life that are just happening, and they're just living life and just trying to be as positive and as good as they can be. And I feel like it's just this energy of like just very positive, very, very positive energy. Sorry, pile 3. I had a phone call. Anyway, so yeah, the zebra person, I do feel like they're just trying to live their life to the fullest. I don't think they're trying to struggle. I don't think they're trying to purposely do something just because they're bored. Like, they're trying to live their life authentically right now, and just, I don't know, they seem like in a very positive energy, and very actually beautiful energy, and willing to create things in life, you know. This could, like, they could be a parent, but I also feel like the zebra person is very much just ready to just create things and create situations that benefit them and make them feel good. Yeah, I feel like the zebra is just in a very positive energy right now. And when it comes to this connection, I think they're just, or when it comes to this connection slash, this could be a new connection as well. I feel like this person, the zebra person, is very much not seeking a connection with this person, with the peacock person, but they are like open to it. Like, they're very open. Like, they're in a very positive energy right now when it comes to love and connection and creating. And that's why I feel like they're actually very open to create a connection with the peacock person, because they're like, the peacock person found them in a very good energy. So yeah, I mean, let's get into the peacock. So the peacock is very much in this energy as well, but they're more like strategic about it, or like way more practical about it. The peacock person could be a very attractive person with the peacock here. Like, they could be a very attractive person, like physically especially, but it seems like the peacock person is very much like also in this energy of like, they're very open to this, and like very open to love and connection, because they already have like their castle made, if that makes sense. Like, they already have like their foundation made in their life, that I feel like these two people, you know what's so interesting, these two people are just ready to connect with somebody else. That's why I feel like this could be somebody new coming into your life, or it could be somebody from your past. It could be anyone, but it seems like these two people, the zebra and the peacock person, are just both very like, they're ready to commit, like they're ready to connect. Maybe not commit, I don't know, like that could be just a specific thing for each of them, but it seems like they're very much in this energy of like, they're just ready to connect with one another, and like they're just ready to connect and make a connection with somebody, like an authentic connection with somebody. And I feel like, I don't know, it just seems like very beautiful energy. And it seems like the peacock, when you meet this person, or if you already have met this person, this person, the peacock person, is gonna show you that the peacock person is gonna show the zebra that they're into them. I feel like the peacock person isn't afraid to show that they're into somebody, or like that they like somebody. The peacock person is not afraid to do that. I just heard love bomb. So like, as like, if you are the zebra, I feel like the only thing that I would tell you is that try to have discernment in this connection, especially if you are the zebra, and try to like separate love bombing to someone actually being into you. You know, like, try to understand what's the difference in that. But I do feel like the peacock person is gonna show the like, but you don't have to be the zebra, you can be the peacock person, it doesn't matter. But I do feel like the peacock person is gonna show the zebra how into that, like how much they're into them. Like, they're not afraid to do that. The castle person seems like they have their life together. I don't know how to explain. These two people have their life together, and they're just ready to connect with somebody authentically and be with somebody that is just in their same wavelength. You know, like they're just like it seems like these two people like kind of waited for so long to meet somebody like each other to feel comfortable commit to them, or like to feel comfortable being vulnerable with them. It seems like this is giving like very power couple, you know, like you both are just in this energy of like you both are ready to connect and have a connection with one another, because you both are in the state that you both are very open to it, but also logically and strategically you both are open to it too. Like maybe you both are already have like a full-time job, or like you both are very career based and you both have like a career that you both are passionate about. I don't know, it just seems like you both are just ready to connect with somebody because you already did like the hard work, if that makes sense, or you already did the like you already focused on your education, you already focused on getting a job, you know, like now you're ready to go to the next level for yourself and connect with somebody authentically, if that makes sense. Yeah, with transformation, I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody new and it's coming towards you. This could be somebody from your past, it can be, but I'm getting more like a new energy, new person, or like somebody that you just met, but with transformation, like it's getting there. Like it's like it might take a little bit of time, because I think you're both very skeptical when it comes to love, and you both are very like you both are just very careful when it comes to love, if that makes sense. I think you both are just always not self-sabotaging, but like I feel like you both are just ready to, like, even though you both are ready to connect with each other, or connect with somebody in your life, or like you're just ready to connect with somebody, that doesn't change the fact that you're still very like not fearful, but like very careful when it comes to connecting with people. You know, like just because you're open to it doesn't mean you shouldn't have like boundaries, or you shouldn't have like just because you're open to it doesn't mean that you can't be skeptical. You know what I mean? Like just because you're open to it doesn't mean that you don't have to be careful. You know, it's okay to be careful, it's okay to take your time with it. And I think that's one thing that I want to tell both of you. You don't have to rush it. Especially this person, like if this person is rushing the zebra person, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if the zebra person's like, whoa, calm down, you know, like you don't need to rush me. But I do feel like you both are in this energy of just wanting to be around each other and just wanting to connect with somebody, and it's just you both are just ready for it, and like, and you met at a perfect time, if that makes sense. But yeah, so the peacock is air energy. So air is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. The zebra though, I don't know what the zebra, I think it's earth energy, or is it fire? Yeah, it's fire energy. So this could be Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But also fire and air are very compatible astrology wise, like basic astrology wise. They're very compatible, but like you can be compatible with anyone, you know, it's just who you are as a person. But when it comes to astrology, air and fire get along very well. So you could also be like a water and earth, you know, or fire and air. It just seems like you both could be very compatible astrology wise as well, like with elements and stuff. So yeah, if that resonated, we can get into how do they feel about you. For a lot of you, I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody new, or somebody new that's either coming into your life or is already in your life, like, but they're like a new person, like you're barely getting to know them. But we're gonna use the Star Spinner Tarot, spinner to figure out how do they feel about you. And if you want a personal reading from me, you can always go on my Instagram or email me. Everything should be in the description down below. If you are curious or if you want a personal paid reading from me, everything should be in the description down below. But you don't have to. I'm very glad that you're here and you're watching me right now. But yeah, let's get into how do they feel about you, regardless if they're the zebra person or the peacock person. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna tap into how does the person on your mind feel about you. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords. What is this? The Five of Cups, I think. But I'll figure it out. I think it's the Five of Cups though. And the Queen of Swords. How does this person feel about you? How does this person feel about you? We got the Six of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Can I get one more? They could be an Aquarius. They don't have to be though. They're giving very like Saturn energy and very air energy, and the signs that are ruled by Saturn are Capricorn and Aquarius, but it's exalted in Libra. So a lot of air energy, because with the swords as well, swords, they're very, yeah. And then the 10 of coins. I feel like this person works a lot, or like they really care about their job, or they really care about their work. Like maybe it's something that they're very passionate about, or it's just something that they know they have to always keep in check, if that makes sense. Wait, let me see if it's in frame. Yeah, I think it is. A lot of blue energy as well. That's why I feel like they could be an Aquarius. I don't know. When I think of Aquarius, I do think of the color blue. They don't have to be though. Maybe Aquarius season could be significant. How do they feel about you? I feel like they think that you're not into them or something like that. I kind of want to see if this is the Five of Cups just to be sure, just before I keep going. If I can find the... Oh, where are you? Wait, I don't know where she's at. Oh, she's right here. She's right here. I think it's the Five of Cups. Let me check though. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Five of Cups. So I feel like they feel like you're not into them to a certain extent. Like maybe you showed, like maybe you could be a little bit cold towards them, so they're very confused about that. Also, like I do feel like they have self-sabotaging tendencies. Like maybe this person is very much like waiting for something bad to happen so they can move on, or like so they can like leave the situation. Because with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords, I do feel like this person might like want to self-sabotage, but like since I feel like if you are being cold towards them, I do feel like maybe they're seeing that as a sign that you don't want to be with them, so they rather just move on from this than to get hurt. I feel like this person is afraid to get hurt, but I feel like they don't know how you feel. Maybe because you haven't expressed it, but also maybe because how you act towards them. Like maybe you feel kind of, I don't know, you just feel kind of, or like they feel like you're acting like you're not into them. I don't know, this person's confused when it comes to you. This person's confused because they don't know if they should be open to this or they shouldn't. you confuse this person a lot, but I feel like if you confuse them enough, I wouldn't be surprised if they like leave, or they like move on, or like kind of cut this off, because they they don't like knowing, they don't like being confused. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, how do I explain this? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they want a new beginning with you, like, especially if this is somebody new. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they want a new beginning, especially a practical one, because maybe this person works a lot, or like they have a lot of time in work, or like they have to focus on work a lot, that maybe you do the same, or they like that you do the same. So it's a very practical and like very good connection when it comes to that. And to a certain extent, you could be cold towards this person because they focus on their work a lot, and like maybe you want them to focus on you more, but they don't, because they have like this, they have a job, you know. But I feel like they're just confused about how you feel. I do feel like they don't want to bend over backwards for you, and maybe you're expecting this person to do that. I don't know, it seems like this person would rather move on from you than to pursue this forward, but not because they don't like you, but because I think you're showing them that you don't like them. Like, I don't know, like it seems like you're not being as authentic towards them, or like as, I don't know, if you are like kind of like mean towards them, or like you kind of are like very blunt towards them or something, I don't know, there is this energy that you could be kind of cutthroat with this person. And I don't think this, like, I don't know if this person doesn't like it, or like this person just doesn't like that you're being a little too honest, maybe too soon. But I feel like this person, they don't want to bend over backwards for you, because you see how they're on the water, and like you're very Titanic energy as well. But I do feel like you expect this person to bend over backwards for you, or like maybe you don't expect that, but this person thinks that you expect that, if that makes sense. Like, maybe, like, you know what, like, this seems like, this type of connection seems like you two are playing games. I don't know, it just seems like you're playing games with each other, and it seems like maybe you're like, oh, I'm not gonna text him, I'm gonna wait for him to text me. And I feel like they're kind of noticing that, you want to play games with this person. Like, maybe you don't want to, but that's how you get into connection, and that's how you do connection or relationships. You play games with people. And I feel like, and maybe that's just you trying to keep yourself safe, like keep your heart safe, which is understandable, but it's okay to be a little bit vulnerable with this person. I don't think this person wants to hurt you, because I think they're too afraid to get hurt by you, if that makes sense. Like, why would they focus on hurting you when you're confusing them, and that confusion, like in their mind, that confusion can turn into hurt. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like if you two just have a conversation about where this is going, or have a conversation about where this is going, or what the vibe is here, it could be very helpful for both of you, if that makes sense. Like, I think you both could benefit from a conversation about where is this going, or what's happening. Like, you know, even ask each other, like, how do you feel about this connection, or how do you feel about me, or how do you feel about us seeing each other, you know? Like, do you even like practical questions, like, do you have time for a connection like this? Like, do you have time to spend time with each other? Like, you know, having these practical questions, but also this heartfelt questions, could be very significant and very helpful for this connection. But I feel like this person is just very confused when it comes to you, but because they don't know how you feel. It seems like maybe you're very cold or maybe even distant when it comes to this person, and they just don't know what else to do than to just move on or not try, even though they have this practical mind to them that they're like, I can't, like, I want to talk to this person, but it seems like this person doesn't want to talk to me, so I'm just gonna leave it alone, you know? They could be a very detached person, but when it comes to people that they like or they're seeing, they could be very, like, how to explain it, like maybe a little bit obsessive, but not in a bad way, just like they just want to focus on what you're doing, just want to know what's up, you know, they just want to know what's up with you, you know. But yeah, like if you do, like, especially if this is resonant, if you do want more of a future with this person, or if you do want to pursue more with this person, I would recommend like talking to this person, having a conversation with this person, especially if you know this person is into you or you know that this person wants more from you. But if you're not ready for that, that's completely understandable. But in the beginning, it seems like you both were ready, but maybe there's other aspects to this, which is perfectly normal. But yeah, let's get into advice. So we're using Work Your Light oracle cards for some advice for you. Get some advice. Let's get some advice for Palestine, please. We have the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Okay. With the ever unfolding rose, I do feel like spirit or like God or your ancestors or I don't know, anything that you believe in want to suggest to be open to this. Like, I feel like maybe to a certain extent you could be very cold or very stoic when it comes to this person or this connection because you're afraid. And I feel like they want you to be open. They want you to not be afraid, you know. They want you to take your time. Of course, take your time with it. You don't have to rush it, but it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to express how you feel about a connection like this, or about connection, or about, like, you can express to this person that you're afraid, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to express that, you know. Like, if you don't have feelings for this person yet, or if you do have feelings for this person, like, I'm not saying you have to express that. I'm saying that you can express that you're afraid, you know, that you're scared, and that's okay. The right people, the right person will be okay with you being afraid, okay? You just have to express that. And if this person reacts negatively, then that person was not for you, and now you have a reason to let them go, you know, and not pursue this any further. So, like, expressing yourself could be very beneficial for you and your growth. So don't be afraid to express yourself, especially to this person, or especially when it comes to connections with other people. Just unfold your heart, you know, like, open your heart to this and open your mind to this. Yeah, like, dance with life, do something and change your life energy. Yeah, like, just try to be as optimistic as you can be in this connection, or in connections in general, because this could be more than one person. Maybe you're dating around, which is completely okay. But yeah, it seems like just be open to having a conversation with this person about how you feel about connection, how you feel about being hurt or getting hurt, you know. Like, it's okay to express that you're afraid, and the right people, the right person will stay regardless. They're not going to see you differently because you express that, you know. And you should see, when it comes to connection, the person that you're attracted to and the person that you are drawn to and the people that are for you should see you as a human. They shouldn't see you as a goddess. They shouldn't see you as somebody that they shouldn't see you as a queen unless you are literally royalty. But they shouldn't see you like, they should treat you like that. They should treat you like a queen. They should treat you like a goddess. But you should also treat them like a queen or king or royalty as well. You know, like, it should be a very mutual connection. They shouldn't see you as a goddess, but they should treat you like one. You know, like, because once they see you as a queen, or once they see you as a goddess, or once they see you as something or someone more spiritual than them, or some, like, an angel, like, if they see you as like above them, that is never going to work in your favor. Because if they see you, they have to see you as human for this to work. So seeing you as human is literally you being vulnerable, you know, you being expressive on how connection makes you feel, and how you're afraid, and how you're and why you're acting this way, why are you acting like this, you know. Express yourself about how things make you feel, and the right people will stay and will even vouch for you and be open and even help you out. But yeah, I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, let me know if it resonated. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next, hopefully. Bye.